Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading for November 17th to the 23rd. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Yeah, let's jump right in. You are being, by the way, Capricorn, you're being like nudged closer and closer and closer to your legacy, everything that you want, everything that you deserve. You see, by the way, this week is indescribably busy. It's chock full of aspects every day, every day. Days, we've got up to 5 aspects in one day. Yeah, not everything's on the whiteboard. I'll walk you through it. By the way, in one of those aspects, it's so rare. Not everyone on earth has experienced it. It's a zany week. It's a zany sky. All right. So what does this mean? Look at everything that's happening. You're going to feel nostalgic. You're going to feel romantic. You're going to feel rebellious, maybe even a little antsy. It's a week to practice patience, but you're also going to feel very driven. You're going to feel inspired, and you may feel some relief. Okay. This week is a little applesauce. It's that I'm making applesauce a thing. Yeah. It's my new word. So I hope you like apples. But here's the thing. Big takeaway. Yes. Out with the old, in with the new. Never forget that. That's still happening, especially this week. And I'll explain why. But the biggest thing of all, you're going to have some really, really humongous epiphanies because of what's going on. Now, Monday, November 17th, we've got the sun in Scorpio, trine Saturn in Pisces, 25 degrees. Now, if you saw last week's reading, you know on the Sunday, the luckiest day of the month, the sun trine Jupiter, yeah, that's spilling over into this at 25 degrees. So, yep, there you go. Jupiter trine Saturn all month. There's your perfect grand water trine. You already had one earlier this month. You had one now. You have another one this weekend. It's right. Put on your best Crocs. That I don't know. Whatever you go swimming in. This is a grand water trine, and you've got these 3 very important planets connecting in the same element. Obviously, this time it's water, and it's enormously auspicious. It's emotionally moving. It's water, right? Also, water heals. Trines naturally have the nature of Jupiter. So, what does this mean? Right off the bat, you're going to feel all this comfort and good fortune and expansion. Saturn, your ruler, is part of this grand water trine, and he's offering stability and support while you've got the sun involved. This is amazing. The sun in Scorpio, remember, that's your 11th house of your future hopes and wishes and long-term dreams and aspirations, as well as your friendships and support system and social network, things like that. Okay. So the sun is bringing all this optimism and willpower, but it's a grand water trine. Okay. What does that mean? It's not 2, but it's 3 areas of your life that are impacted, especially the first half of the week. And just as I said, the sun in Scorpio, right? Which is that intense passion that you're feeling. Like you're charged up. You're feeling this. You want things. And then you've got Jupiter in Cancer. So a lot of emphasis on home and family and partnerships, love, marriage, relationships, contracts. You've got Saturn in Pisces. It's all about your dreams. It's your intuition that's really heightened here as well, but that's your 3rd house. So a lot of y'all are launching things. You're in the middle of launching new things. You're curious about things. You want to start new things. Don't forget Mars is in Sagittarius too. Yeah. So there's a lot happening here. There's a lot of things that you're thinking about, especially with the fact that you do have Saturn in your 3rd with the North Node, with so much happening there. Neptune's there as well. They all move back to Pisces. And that's your 3rd house. 3rd house is the mind, right? It's communication. So a lot of movement. You're going to feel this. And remember, it's more like undercurrents, right? These grand water trines, you're going to feel it, especially internally. And when I say you're going to feel it, there is a sense of feeling rewarded, feeling hopeful for what you've been working on. Is some things since 2023, okay? Maybe starting to come to fruition. That's when Saturn moved into Pisces. I think it was March, all right? Either way, you're going to feel this glimmer. All right. And it's also like this emotional buzz with it being in water signs, but all the water signs So there is a sense of even you hyper focused on your future, but also doing some soul searching too. Remember, half the solar system is retrograde, half the planets are retrograde. You're going within. And a lot of it is to fix things from your past as well. And you're going to want to talk about it because the same day Mercury will sextile Pluto. I mean, this is big. Remember, Mercury is weak in Sagittarius. He can't talk the talk. Pluto, on the other hand, who isn't retrograde, and Pluto is a planet of power and transformation. Oh, he's going to help you walk the walk and talk the talk and, cherry on top. So, the fact that you've got Pluto in Aquarius in your second house of self worth, self value, this confidence you're going to feel with Mercury here, this is big. Remember, Pluto also excavates. You're going deep. There are things you're unrooting. There's this sense of pride. I love what's happening for you. It's the second house too. So yes, money. Second house is income. It's finances. I wouldn't be surprised if you're having conversations around money, salary, things like that, right? Even this entire week, but you get this, okay? You get this. And something definitely is going to stir inside you that awakens. And we're just scratching the surface for what's coming later. All right. Now, Tuesday, November 18th, Mercury goes back into Scorpio, still retrograde. That's going to be until the end of the month. Okay. So remember, Mercury retrograde. You know how that works. It's in your 11th house. Very likely that you've seen people from your past, okay, or circumstances from your past have resurfaced, especially from October when Mercury was direct in Scorpio. But that's there's always a reason for these things, right? And a lot of this is going to have to do with what you want for your future and with just your friendships and even social media. There may be some stuff. Check your DMs, etc. And money. Again, it's in Scorpio, which there is a sense of, investments and things like that. I talked about your monthly forecast, but just know you're going to be reassessing, rethinking things, especially the direction of your personal transformation. Mercury has a little bit of FOMO, by the way, because a grand water trine, right? It's already in effect. It's already happening. So Mercury in Scorpio is hopping on board a little bit late. He's in the back of the party boat, dinner cruise. The party's in the front. Oh, he's going to make it to the party. Yeah, there's more in the back. I told you there's another grand water trine. You just wait. It's a big week. So that deep, intense passion is going to return. You are going to be charged up, especially for what you desire. That detective energy as well, getting to the bottom of things. Remember, you still have Venus and the moon and the sun. They're all in Scorpio. That's that energy that you're feeling. And it's building up to Wednesday, November 19th or the 20th, depending on where you live. We got that new moon in Scorpio, 28 degrees, right around midnight. All right. So Eastern Standard Time. As I said in your monthly forecast, this new moon is not quiet. All right. You've got the sun, moon, and Mercury all at 28 degrees. What does that mean? You got a new moon and a Mercury cazimi. So Mercury is also in the heart of the sun. That's aligning with the moon. But another thing about this day, Mercury's going to be opposite Uranus. All on the same day. Yeah. I told you this new moon is not going to be quiet. It's happening in Scorpio. Again, your 11th house of your future hopes and dreams. But also, again, your organizations, communities, friendships, benefactors, allies, all of that. You're going to be very social. You're going to be making new friends, or you're going to be starting your own group, your own community, or whatever it is. You're definitely going to feel this day. This new moon is like something that wasn't supposed to touch water. It is like an electric eel of a new moon. There's something electric. Uranus, by the way, which, is electricity, rules electricity. Uranus is opposing this new moon. And that's the thing. It's going to bring a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of those surprises. Uranus is known for the unpredictable. And let's remember, it's a new moon in Scorpio, okay? I always talk about that emotional intensity, right? You got the moon, which already is water, right? It represents emotions. Moon is emotions, right? Scorpio, emotions. So emotions can be really amplified, especially because Scorpio energy, it's the depth there is limitless. Meanwhile, Mercury will also trine Neptune in Pisces this day. Yes, that's amazing. It's dreamy. It's all about ideals. And remember, Neptune in Pisces is in your third house up here. Neptune in Pisces. This is amazing. With Mercury trine Neptune, it puts the passion in compassion. So when I say this new moon, that's emotional, it has depth, it has this charge, this electric charge. There could be surprises. Oh, you're going to feel something, okay? You're going to feel something. And there's something else that's happening. We'll get to that later. But let's just list everything real quick. You got the new moon, Mercury Cazimi, Mercury opposite Uranus, Mercury trine Neptune. That's 4 aspects. And we're only on Wednesday. And you're still riding the tail end of the grand water trine. You're about to move into the second grand water trine with Mercury. So 3 things here. Let's just bullet point it. 1, this is Mercury's day. It's his turf. Sure, you are going to feel something, but you're also going to have profound clarity. You're going to be in this quest, this finding meaning, having a new perspective. That's the sun conjuncting Mercury, and it's intense. It's in Scorpio. And so it's deep. It's like you woke up, it's like you waking up from the spell of Mercury in Sagittarius, which actually was your 12th house. So you're recognizing that life is not a Disney movie. This is real life. This is your life. You have one life to live in this reality, and you're going to own this. Okay? That's what's happening, because this Mercury Cazimi, it's a flashpoint. It's your awakening. It is linked to the past. There's something here linked to the past, right? With all these retrogrades, with Mercury retrograde. Something linked to the past, especially for you up here or with friendships or your hopes and dreams. That's going to enable something for your future. Which brings us to bullet point 2. It's still a very potent new moon. New moons, new beginnings, set intentions. Sure, this is a very loaded, complicated day, all right? But it's still powerful and so much support around it. Because Scorpio's ruler, Pluto, in Aquarius, is forming a sextile here. So it's wide. Sure, it's a wider orb. It's still here. It's like, you saw that movie Honora, which won the Oscar for best movie. You know, the guy, the one who was always just there in every scene, somewhere in the background, but you never missed him, right? He didn't speak. He was just always in the background. His presence as an extra, basically, was so powerful, he was nominated for Best Supporting Actor. Okay? At the Oscars. Translation, that's Pluto right now. Pluto has your back. You don't even have to, he's just got your back. Yeah? He's going to have a couple lines too, but it's going to be you that's got those lines. Yeah? With Pluto involved here, you're still feeling Mercury sextile Pluto. I mean, there's so much happening this day. Just know this is a big deal. Pluto is all about transformation. Set intentions, please. Okay? And remember, Pluto's in Aquarius in your second house. So very likely something here with money. All right? This week. Okay? And yes, we're still in Scorpio season. Remember what I said. In your monthly forecast, it's all about death and rebirth. You already went through the death part. Yeah? This is your rebirth moment. You're being reborn right now. There's something here carrying you for 6 months into May 2026. So please make things happen. And number 5, Uranus in Taurus, opposite the new moon, and Mercury in Scorpio, 28 degrees. Mercury was at this degree on October 28th. You got the reference here, right? The numeral reference, 28. It's a 10. Yeah, new beginning. But the bigger thing is that something from around that time, October 28th, could be, okay, drudged up around this week. Just keep that in mind. Think about what happened around October 28th. It could be even like just looking at for y'all, nothing like major. It could have been something that you were thinking about or hoping for. But anyway, Uranus is at a critical degree. So he, remember, just moved back into Taurus. He's still rumbling, bringing disruptions, the unexpected, breaking the rules, especially in communication. It's your 5th house. So things that bring you pleasure and joy, but also seems like something here with a creative project. It looks like something here that could be something having to do with love, true love, family, children, things like that. Maybe even like having kids, having children, or thinking about having children, whatever it is. Taurus still rules finances, right? So keep that in mind. There may be a little bit of just something surprising, okay? And remember, Uranus is retrograde just like Saturn, just like Neptune, just like Mercury with its cazimi. So remember, you can use these aspects, whatever happens around this time, set intentions, but also have your radical internal breakthrough. This is your awakening of remembering who you were and now who you're meant to be. This is that big. Now, cross watchers, if you watch for your rising or your moon or for your sister or your dog walker, doesn't matter, your secret lover, fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and I'm throwing in Cancer and Pisces will feel this the most, okay? This new moon, if you have any planets 26 to 0 degrees in any of those signs in your natal chart, you got something big happening, all right? And just an FYI, how loaded is this day? Yeah, I'm not even done. Venus, okay? Sure, we've got the sun, the moon, Mercury, all part of the new moon project. Yeah, they're the headliners of this day, but Venus is still in Scorpio. Venus is love and money. And she's just like that actor in Honora, just like Pluto, she's bringing her presence too. But Venus, like I said, is in Scorpio. I've talked about this. She's in a sign where she can say, oh, I give 0 Fs. She does her own thing, okay? She gets to wear leather boots and throw rocks at your window. Whatever she wants, all right? Now, what is she doing today? She's connecting with the nodes. She's having conversations with the North Node and the South Node. North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. And it's a nodal axis that's fated. These are the nodes of fate. So when I say there is something really, really big happening this day, the fact that, remember, you have Venus and Scorpio in your 11th, and then Saturn and the North Node in Pisces in your 3rd, and then you've got the North Node and then the South Node in Virgo in your 9th. So it looks like a lot of y'all are going on trips with friends or going on trips to meet friends or to maybe go, I don't know, wellness community, wellness trip, journey, something like that. It also looks like there may be something that you're teaching, or learning, okay? So you may be taking an online course, teaching one. The other thing is whatever's happening around this time, it looks like Venus is just bringing something fated for you, something that was meant to happen. And remember, it can be emotionally moving, deeply emotional. It's Venus. And yes, it could have to do with love, money, and creative projects as well. Now, Thursday, November 20th, the biggest highlight of the month, Uranus and Taurus sextile Neptune and Pisces. Welcome to your epiphany. You made it. You made it. Would you like a glass of orange juice? Here's the thing. I speak about this in detail in the video on what you can expect for you, Capricorn, for the next 2 years of your life. I'll leave it at the end of this video. So just keynotes, high level. This is generational. It's culturally defining. We have not had this aspect since the late 1960s, the era of love, peace, and happiness. And that pretty much sums this up, okay? This is you feeling liberated, open-minded, curious, creative, revolutionary. This is a collective awakening, by the way. Remember, I said it's generational. It's part of the prison portal, all right? Again, it's all in the video at the end of this. And it's at 29 degrees, that extra potent critical degree point. So this has magnitude, and they're outer planets, right? Really, really out there. So that means that, yes, this is also kind of like those undercurrents you're going to start feeling hugely, humongously, bigly. Okay. And a lot of y'all may even feel it very prominently, but the fact that you've got Uranus, right, in Taurus in your fifth, and you've got the North Node, you've got Saturn, you got Neptune, all of that, and Pisces in your third, wow, you're going to be having conversations. You're going to be thinking a lot about your future. And there is a sense of that rebellious energy that I was talking about. You're going to do your own thing. You're going to do your own thing. And a lot of it has to do with going after what your heart desires. Okay? With Venus, it's still with her nodal shift, you've got your fifth house activated. Remember, these two planets are retrograde. Okay, so a lot of this is part of your personal revolution within a spiritual revolution that began this fall and will continue for years, because it is from this moment forward that you will also realize the answers you seek come from within. And so this is such a profound week of shifts that you're going to feel internally. Okay. And when I say it's going to happen for years, yes, that's, again, outer planets, they move slow. So up until 2027. So this is your big breakthrough, especially with things that you value, right? And your dreams. This is actually a slow burn too. It's a 5-part story. These two planets meet 5 times up until 2027. And this is the second time. It's almost a prelude to your hero's journey. The biggest peak of this aspect is now before they perfect, which is the big peak in July 2026. And that month will go down in history, okay? Which I talk about in Great Awakener in detail. Because when I say this is rare and we're lucky to experience this, Uranus and Neptune, they're going to dance until 2027. They don't meet again until 2137. All right? Things are happening. Now, Friday, November 21st, the sun in Scorpio is going to be opposite Uranus, but it's going to trine Neptune, both at 29 degrees. Wow. It's a thing. All right? Uranus keeps on rumbling, too. I mean, remember I said that it's the outer planet. So you still feel his rumbles. All right? It's waning, but you're still feeling it. And I said last week that Taurus Scorpio axis, that, yeah, it's all about money and love and relationships and intimacy. So you're going to feel that. It's an opposition, though. And so there's something here. There's something to be said. When I see what's happening for you, there is something out of the blue with a friend or lover or a family member. Okay? And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying there's something just random that could be unexpected, unpredictable, but you've got the Sun trine Neptune, which, again, that's your third house. You're on it. Creative solutions, compassion, all right? This aspect helps you keep the tire iron in the trunk. You're going to be fine, all right? Stay frosty because this opposition can be strong. It could be you, too, FYI. Remember, it's for the collective. It could be you that does something unexpectedly that rattles others. Your best friend, Pam. All right? Anyway, you've got the answers within you. Just remember that. Oh, by the way, and then we move into Sagittarius season. So this is when you go a little bit, because remember, Sagittarius is joining Mars. Mars is in Sagittarius. This is when you really go deep. Remember, Sagittarius rules your 12th house. That is all up here. It's a subconscious. It's intuition. It's everything beyond the physical plane. There's a lot of like rest and retreat, just really going within. Okay, I think High Priestess, that type of energy. But it is Sagittarius energy nonetheless. So what is the big picture? What's your quest all about? That's going to be your big themes for the next 4 weeks. You're going to have this hunger for adventure, expanding your horizons. You're going to be really, really psychic by the end of it. It's your 12th house. Okay. And yeah, a lot of y'all are traveling. I mean, sure, it's holiday season, but you're still like Capricorns are going to be on the road. And everything that's happening right now through Sagittarius season for y'all, honestly, it's just to become wiser for everything that you do for your work, for your friends, your family, your legacy, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. It's like there's something here where you really are seeking something, and Mars is going to make you go find your calling. Okay. There's something to be said about your faith here as well. With all this Sagittarius energy, you're going to have the faith of a Girl Scout. And because it is a season of fire and freedom, with everything else that's happening this week, yeah. You're going to feel, you're going to think, you're going to explore a lot of it. What is meaningful in my life? What am I lacking? How do I get it? I want it. That's what you're going to go through, Capricorn. All right. Remember, Sagittarius is the archer, the centaur. You know that those horse legs are not idle, especially with Mars here. Anyway, what else is happening? Oh, yeah. So Saturday, you got Mercury trine Saturn and Jupiter. And because you know that Jupiter is currently trine Saturn all month, you have another grand water trine. Now Mercury's in the party on that dinner cruise where they got the good ketchup, okay? The name brand ketchup. Anyway, you listen, this is a grand water trine. Everything just starts feeling really effortless here. It's even with the fact that Mercury's in Scorpio in your 11th. Yeah. It's truly going to feel like a party. It's social. The 11th house is so social. It's networking. It's communication. It's you building bridges. It's you just going after what you want. It's launching things, launching businesses. It's online stuff. You launching a blog. Those things still exist. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's the new blog, right? I don't know. It's all about your future. Yeah. So it really is like smooth sailing from this moment forward. It's just like it carries over from the grand water trine from the beginning of the week, but now you got Mercury involved. So very likely there could be some verbal agreements or a lot of really great movement in terms of clarity and thought, just things working in your favor, signing things too. And yeah, you can throw Neptune in there. Yeah. Bringing that creativity, imagination. So you're on cruise control. All right. And trust your intuition. It's water energy. It's the 3 water signs. Very intuitive energy. But either way, you're at the helm. And remember, water is fluid. You create your reality. And this grand water trine, it is like fluid poetry with Neptune involved. There's something stabilizing here with Saturn involved and something hopeful about it with Jupiter involved. And especially after some of those stormy waters with those, like the Uranus opposition, there is this sense of the turning of the tides, riding the waves into this brand new era. Never forgetting, hope is the pillar that supports the world. And that's what this is all about. You're going to see more movement toward the collective and your role in it. Okay. So the 23rd, by the way, yeah, you got the sun sextile Pluto. Ooh. You're going to love this, Capricorn. There's something here that just feels really, really special. What a great way to end the week. That's truly applesauce. Now, here's the thing. This aspect there is a sense of feeling rewarded for being honest with what's happening here. It's the do the right thing type of energy. Like I'm a superhero energy. Yeah, all for the greater good. Pluto brings out authority too. You could really have impact on, like a higher up, like a VIP or a boss or any of that. Okay. Banker. Or find yourself being very influential at this time and empowered. You're feeling the rush of the water trine. Okay. And remember, Pluto in Aquarius in your second house, self-value, self-worth. Like I know my worth. And money. There's still something here with money for you, by the way. And either way, you're good. Just this is your cruise. Yeah, it's your sea. Go set your sail. All right, just go forth. Do your thing before I make a joke about sailing on the tarot ship. I would never do that, Capricorn. I would never do that. I'd never do that to you. Let's get started, Capricorn. Oh, by the way, for that, it would be fire to air signs. I really feel that. And if you have any planets between 0 to 4 degrees in fire or air, you'll feel that sextile. Yeah. But the reason why you, Capricorn, really got to feel this Sunday, well, the moon is going to be in your sign. And as you know, maybe you don't. That's why I'm here. When the moon is in your sign, oh, you roll up your sleeves. You don't mess around. You get things done your way. Let's get started, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on for you, okay? November 17th to the 23rd for Capricorn. Sun, moon, and rising. All right, Capricorn, let's talk. I do a traditional cultic cross spread. Offers the best overview, especially for a weekly reading. And yeah, that's a big one. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know we will. And how bonkers is it that you saw everything that's happening this week? Like, you're about to feel things. You know, love it. Capricorn. All right, let me do something here. Just see. All right, let's see what's going on. Capricorn. Yes. Oh, yes. All right, so you are really definitely moving into something new. You're good. We got to talk about something. But you're I told you, nothing's gonna, you're going after what you want. Now, Queen of Swords, amazing. All right. The Queen of Swords, this is someone who, remember, even with the Sun sextile Pluto, I said there is this sense of like, do the right thing, right? You're being rewarded for being, honorable, having your integrity, being honest, all of that. There is a sense of that here with that Queen of Swords, okay? She is like kind of like a judge. And the Queen of Swords, just so much clarity, but a really good decision maker. She doesn't mess around either. She leaves her emotions at the door like a judge. She doesn't want her emotions to cloud her judgment. What did I say? You're going to be thinking a lot this week, all right? And so have that clarity, especially with the Mercury Cazimi. That's going to happen midweek. Oh, you'll feel it days before, days after. This is really great. It's all about you and your decisions. You don't see two people sitting here. It's you and your decisions with a sword pointed straight to the sky, to the cosmos, to the divine, as above, so below, right? This is true perception. This is true integrity to yourself, okay? This is saying, I've gone through a lot and I've brought all my experiences to this moment where I am the authority and I can help others. You see your hand extended. But either way, it does seem like there is going to be a powerful decision that you make. It could even be mediator energy and even just movement in terms of what's going on up here now. 10 of Wands and the heart of your spread. Yeah. Be sure to listen. When you look at what's happening here, for a week where you have two grand water trines and you've got all this Scorpio energy and you don't see no cups, right? So there's something here. It feels like we need to not avoid it. Remember, I said she leaves her heart, her emotions, her heart to the 10 of Wands. He's carrying on a lot. It's a little too much. So there's something here. You've got to connect. You got to go within. Okay? Be sure to do that. Everything starts with self-love. 10 of Wands, 10, remember, is the end. So that's really great. But how much further can you go? If you're carrying all these wands, taking on so many responsibilities, maybe for other people, when maybe even, I don't know, I mean, you're Capricorn, so you are the CEOs, right? But let's say your, I don't know, CFO isn't doing some of the work. It's like you absorbing that work. It could be at home too, whatever it is. We got to drop some of those, okay? Because not only can he not see which direction he's going, and what did I say this week is all about seeing your direction, knowing your direction. He's carrying too many wands he can't see. But this is also burnout energy. So then it impacts your health and your physical health and all of that. You can even see, hey, breaking his back, basically carrying these wands. So keep that in mind. Some things have got to go. Use this new moon. Use this new moon. But there is a sense of you just taking on a lot in terms of maybe you don't even realize it. All right. Have that clarity. Use that sword because it can be used for others, but you can use it for you. Right. You got the Knight of Wands in your challenge area. What I say? You got Mars and Sagittarius. You're moving into Sagittarius season. Those legs, horse legs, aren't idle like this. And Knight of Wands is attributed to Sagittarius. He's on a mission. He's seeking. It's in your challenge area. And you can't see which direction you're going. And this is a lack of motivation, lack of willpower. It's almost like, oh, I just want to have a, Zima on the couch, turn on Facts of Life, binge it until it's come to Jeopardy. No, you're supposed to go see the world. You're supposed to go after your future hopes and wishes and dreams. You got to drop some of these ones. That's all there is to it. Okay? Because it also looks like there may be something here where there's a separation with someone else because of this, or that could be causing this, and you're not talking about it. Yeah? That Five of Pentacles in your crown. It can be with work. It can be with career. It can be with your boss. It can be with family. Remember, you got family stuff. But more work, partnerships, relationships, siblings, yeah, is a thing. But either way, there's something here where it feels a little bit, there's a disconnect. Yeah, a little bit isolated. Are you isolating yourself? Because Mars in Sagittarius can do that in your 12th. It's in your 12th house. And the lower expressions of the 12th house would be isolation, but it would also be self-sabotage. It would be not facing your fears. It would be also recognizing hidden enemies is what we call it. So people that you thought you trusted, maybe it was, during Scorpio season with all that truth coming to the surface, maybe you realized, oh, maybe they're holding me back. Maybe they're not on my side. And now I feel, and I'm avoiding things. You don't want to do that because you got Temperance at the root of your spread. Temperance is also Sagittarius. So go deep. You got an archangel. You got Archangel Michael in the root of your spread. And all you want is this balance. All you want is to make it on your journey. You even see, I'm going to show you here. You see the path, right? Look at where it goes. It goes to a crowned sun. A crowned sun. So you got the archangel here saying, listen, you're going to be fine. I'm going to help you get there. Everyone's on a path. I help them get there. So be patient. A is the biggest thing. But B, don't worry. Okay? Don't worry. You're going to be fine. You're going to get to your path. Just keep moving, all right? Don't get stuck on the past. Don't try to force a future. You create your reality, yeah? But you got to see which way you're going. And when you do, you got the Knight of Swords. Whoosh. There's your freedom. There's your liberation. There's your mind just, I feel inspired and I'm going after the things that I want. And yeah, you might, knock over a person or two. But that's excitement. And those are mannequins I'm talking about. All right, let's get to your stuff. Capricorn. I'll clarify that 10 of Wands too. I kind of want to see. You want to see? Let's see. Capricorn, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me, share and all of that. Tell me what's going on. Capricorn, y'all working too much. Let me see. Let me take a closer look here. Yeah. Okay. So, listen. By the end of the week, take it. First of all, take advantage of this new moon. You are going to have the moon in your sign starting Saturday-ish. Sunday all day. You are also, it really is that Pluto energy, that self-worth, self-value. Don't forget Uranus is just, it's still trine Pluto at the end of the day. Like, yeah, there's a lot happening behind the scenes. Partnerships may be something that's a big focus, as well as contracts for you, but there's you're seeking. All right, let's see what's going. Yeah, you see what's happening. You're gonna be fine. It's just there is something that it seems like there's something that you just need to see. There's something you need to see. These people are focused on their plight in the Five of Pentacles, and you see they're literally outside of church. So they're literally outside a sanctuary. The party's inside. All your support, everything is inside. All you have to do is go in. So again, there's something here about withdrawing yourself this week. Don't. But again, with the fact you have Mars and the sun moving into, your 12th, Mercury was in Sagittarius too. That can do that. Just, that's fine to have your moments, but not binging, like, what was it? Facts of Life all day. Go see your neighbor. You got the King of Wands. This is someone who is so, like, he can't even sit still. He's so passionate. It's epitome of passion, right? He's the CEO. He's a huge leader, very related to work and career with the wands. At the end of the day, it's just, what do you feel ambitious about? And what do you want to work hard for to sit in this throne? What is worth it to you? Remember, Pluto in Aquarius is going to be a big thing now, all right? That's your second house of self-worth. So you got to ask yourself those questions. Yeah? This is your throne. It's got your name all over it. You got the Four of Cups in your external factors area. As you can see, there's something missing. There's something that you perceive as lacking. How are you going to find it when you're working too much? You're spending too much time building, the log cabin. It's already built, but you tell everybody, oh, I'm going to work on the log cabin, just to distance yourself. Ask yourself, why am I doing that? Yeah. And it could be with one particular person. But there is something here where it also feels like there may be, someone else that is feeling that they're not getting what they need from you. And there can be something here where it does feel like there is this, it's like dissatisfaction. Okay. And it is going to be a partnership, relationship, love, marriage, all of that. It's very likely that there's something there. And it could be with a Cancer. And a card is attributed to Moon and Cancer, actually. All right. So, or Cancer rising, Cancer moon. But there's something here where let's see eye to eye, let's converse, resolution, or ends. Yeah, it's a new moon, right? So something could be ending for this new beginning because you got justice. It seems like some of y'all really want something to end. It could be a relationship or a group that you belong to, love, marriage, any of that. But at the end of the day, you got justice, which is all about your karmic actions. So there is a sense of you want justice for something. So you've got to face it. Remember, I say Queen of Swords, just like a judge. Same thing. Look at both of their swords. Pointed straight to the sky. All right? So again, this is just being honest with yourself about things too. You've got to be honest with yourself, and take those great actions, those inspired actions. Yeah? Because you got the Chariot in your final outcome, which is amazing. There's your willpower. There's your motivation. There's you saying, you know what? I got this. And I'm going to get everything that I deserve. Look at the stars in his canopy. He's going straight for his dreams. That's what he's doing. You've got every day this week, something in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams just propelling you. So you've got to use that momentum, right? With a Chariot. And a lot of it, again, with the Chariot, there really is a lot of movement in your, there, like travel is going to be a thing. But then also, it does feel like there may be something with a relationship or even a contract. There's something here. Something here. Again, you've got to make room for it. Something's got to end for this new beginning. That's what this is saying. It's like, look at what happens. Look at what happens. You drop a wand or two. This is feeling empowered. This is knowing you've got that strength, that courage within you. Now, what's interesting is, remember what I said earlier, by the way. No cups. It's like, where are the cups? Where are the cups? You did get one. It's a 4 of cups. Remember, lack of. There's something here where it's almost like the 4 of cups. Yeah, it's highly associated with like apathy and boredom as well. Discontent, emotional discontent. It's cups, emotions, feelings, love, relationships, wonderment, intuition. So the fact that you got strength is kind of a big deal, because strength is inner courage, right? And if you trace the word courage back to its etymological root, it's core. K-O-R. Core. Core. Heart. So the translation's heart. Courage comes from heart. Okay? Corazon. Okay, so this would kind of, it's filling in for the no cups here. That brings all that heart energy, that self-love. That brings that knowledge of infinite possibilities, right? When you have that inner strength, and you can only have it when you can see which way you're going and not distracting yourself or taking on too much to avoid things or doing things to a point of burnout that has a huge impact on you, because Capricorns work hard. You're going to be good. You're going to be fine. You're great. That sets you free. So, wow, it's actually going to be a very significant week for you. It's going to be a very significant week. You got 4. Yeah. There's all major kind of core cards here. What did you get? Only 2 pip cards? You got 2 pips? 3? Yeah. Big week. It's Capricorn. All right, so next week. Oh, yeah. Speaking of next week, there's a lot more. Venus, actually, we have another grand water trine. We'll talk about it next week. And then what else is going on for you? You've got, the second spread. We're going to do, for the bonus spread, a spread just on the new moon. We're going to isolate it. I want to see what's going on. It's in your 11th house of your future hopes and wishes and dreams and your social network and groups and expanding your network. A lot of people you're running into from the past, but they come up for a reason. Okay? Anyway, tier 3 members, really good, and legendary members. You know where to find the link. Anyone's welcome to join. And if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on, Capricorn. Thank you so much. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.